from one of the best cars on the road, we go to the one of the best cars, one of the SUVs on the road, and we're talking now to Editor-in-Chief at Motor Trend, Edward Lowe. How are you, Edward?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for your time again. So last week, Motor Trend announced its pick for the SUV of the year, which is a major award. The manufacturers really appreciate that, and the consumers too, right? So can you tell us a little bit about the reasoning behind you picking for the Forester 2014?
Yeah, we're really proud to select the 2014 Sport Utility of the Year as the Subaru Forester. As far as why we did it, the rationale is it's not a comparison test. That's what a lot of people need to understand. A lot of confusion about it. What we do is we take all of the all-new or significantly updated sport utility vehicles for the model year 2014. So it's not everything on the market.
Yeah.
It is everything that is new and improved. So this year there were 13 that were available from the manufacturers. And because it ranged from like the Kia Sorento and the Toyota RAV4 all the way to a Range Rover Sport, we can't compare them to each other head to head. We compare them against our awards 6 criteria, which include safety, value, efficiency, advancement in design, engineering excellence, and then one we call performance of intended function, which is basically how well the vehicle does its job.
Yeah.
And against all of these criteria, after we test all the cars, after we drive all the cars, we argue about these criteria, and we chose the Forester.
And how big was the argument with all the editors and experts at Motor Trend?
It was pretty spirited. We started with 13. We kind of cut it in half, and that was pretty easy. And then going through, like our finalists was not terribly difficult either until we got around to like the last 3. And I would say really like, the new Durango, made a pretty strong case. It's got 8-speed transmission. It's like more of the old school SUV in that it can tow, and it's got, pretty good off-road, and, it's a fantastic 3-row SUV. So that was probably in 3rd place. And the really tough battle came down between the Grand Cherokee and the Forester. And, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is an amazing vehicle. It comes with diesel, V8, a pretty good V6, and also the SRT version. And of course, they're super capable off-road, and they look great, and they're very handsome inside. But man, that Forester is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's also very affordable. I mean, it starts like a very low price, and then it goes up a little bit, but then you still get a lot of car for the price, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the value was very high. I mean, you can get that vehicle, and again, value is relative. Like we appreciate that. We picked the Mercedes-Benz GL last year, and we got a lot of criticism for that car being, you can get it into the 100,000s if you get the the GL 63. But relative to its class, when you start talking about like a GL, the Blue Tech, the diesel, it's like 65,000. That's pretty good for a luxury 3-row SUV. Same thing for the Forester. I mean, you get this vehicle starting at $23,000 as the base model, and nicely equipped, in the $28,000 range, and it's fully loaded at 33. And it's fast.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and it gets really good fuel economy. And the craziest thing, and this is where I think it really set itself apart, is that people give it I think there's a lot of criticism about how it looks, but if you really appreciate car and vehicle engineering and product packaging, you look at that thing and you start scratching your head. You go, how do they do this?
Exactly.
The thing gets 8.7 inches of ground clearance. That is the same as like a rear, 2-wheel drive FJ Cruiser, the same as a Ford Explorer. I mean, vehicles that you would think are like more capable off-road.
Yeah.
Yet, it's very spacious interior. Very, very good visibility. That's the biggest thing. They're not doing the same thing everybody else is with the high belt lines. They've dropped the belt lines, so you have a great view of the road. You have a great view all around you.
Excellent.
And then,
so Edward, I'm sorry, we're running out of time here in this segment, so I just wanted to let our audience know, motortrend.com for more information on how you did all the testing for this car, right?
Yep, absolutely. MotorTrend.com, and you can check us out on YouTube too. There's a whole bunch of videos about it.
Excellent. And Motor Trend gives other awards for other categories, right? So what's coming up? Like in
we got Car of the Year. We got Car of the Year coming up, and then we will do Truck of the Year soon after. So it's award season for us.
Excellent. Well, Edward Lowe, Editor-in-Chief at Motor Trend, thank you very much for your time again. I hope to talk to you soon.
Great. Thank you, Javier.
Thank you very much. Ya regresamos aquí en Auto 060. Yo soy Javier Mota.